We've just 24 hours left in Iraq. While it seems clear the beheadings did happen, we have yet to verify any of the specific stories we heard in Amman. On our very last day in Baghdad, while we're not filming and without our minder present, we find an eyewitness to one of the executions. It's a story we first heard from the former Iraqi soldier about the beheading of 2 girls at this juice shop on Qarada Street in Baghdad. Our witness is not Iraqi, but an Arab who works in the country. We've had to disguise his identity and the location of this interview. Can you tell us what you saw and what street it was on in Baghdad?
It was on Qarada Street. We heard that they had executed some women as an example to everyone.
Whereabouts on Qarada?
It's a famous juice shop. It's yellow and white. We were driving past and the driver said they have executed some women. There were many people around.
What were they looking at?
There was no body, but there was a head left hanging there. I could see the hair.
And where did they put the head?
The head was on the entrance of the building.
The juice shop is located on the busiest nighttime shopping street in Baghdad. A public execution here is like executing someone in Times Square. It's the perfect terror tactic. The regime can deny it to the outside world, but everyone in Baghdad knows it happened. The next day, our visas are withdrawn, and we are told we have to leave Iraq immediately. We head back across the desert on the long road to Jordan. It's been a frustrating journey, but an intriguing glimpse inside the Iraqi propaganda machine. Now that we've crossed the border, I still can't shake off the feeling that I have to watch every word, I have to censor every thought. And one can only imagine what it must be like for the Iraqis to live in a state of permanent fear, which for me will wear off over a couple of days, but for the Iraqis are locked into it permanently. Back in Iraq, the propaganda war goes on. 2 weeks ago, Saddam released all prisoners from his jails, including thousands of political prisoners. He intended the amnesty to show that he is not a tyrant, and amazingly, many of the prisoners seem willing to accommodate his propaganda aims. They left prison singing the Fedayeen anthem. But a backlash soon set in. Relatives of men who had not been released and are now assumed dead showed up at government offices to protest. Ministry of Information minders tried to prevent foreign television crews from filming the demonstrations.
Why are you stopping us filming? Stop this! Why? You haven't said why.
And when these very unusual images of anti-government protests were broadcast around the world, the regime decided to do to the press corps what it had done to us. He threatened to throw all the foreign journalists out of the country. The real truth about Saddam is that he wants his own people to know exactly what he's capable of. But at the same time, he demands that the rest of us believe the big lie.
There's more of the world to explore on our website. Discuss the world and tell us what you think of our stories from a small planet at pbs.org.